Is developmental language disorder a spectrum disorder? And engage with the DLD research summary. Terms within this research summary. Subtype model. This suggests that the variability within DLD, i.e. the different symptoms, results from there being different subtypes of the disorder. One common medical example of this would be type 1 and type 2 diabetes. The individual differences model. This suggests that the variability happens at random as a result of the unique characteristics of each individual, i.e. characteristics outside of their DLD. The continuum and spectrum approach. This suggests that there are shared common features across all individuals with DLD, but each individual presents with different characteristics or symptoms depending on where they sit on a continuous spectrum. The spectrum nature of it, i.e. being continuous rather than distinct, means that these individuals cannot be separated into distinct subgroups easily. Study background. Why was this study important? DLD is very complex and it can present itself very differently across individuals. There are mixed opinions about how to interpret this variability, which makes diagnosis and treatment difficult. Study aims. What were the researchers trying to find out? The authors aimed to test 3 models for characterising the variability and presentation in DLD. Namely, these models were the subtype model, the individual differences model, and the continuum spectrum approach. More specifically, they aimed to highlight that 1. Children with DLD are a separate group of language learners, and 2. There is a need to examine individual differences. Study results. Finding 1. Results actively reject the subtype model. Finding 2. There is partial support for the individual differences model. Finding 3. There is full support of the continuum spectrum model. What do the findings mean? Addressing past mixed research, these results indicate that there is no meaningful subtypes of DLD. Thus, the subtype model seems unlikely to explain variation in presentation of DLD. The partial support for the individual differences model, as well as the mixed research, suggests that this solution still remains an open question. Lastly, the research found full support for the continuum spectrum model, which suggests there is evidence of a spectrum disorder of language abilities. This means that children with DLD do not vary by specific symptoms, but within a cohesive, distinct diagnostic group. These results will benefit the assessment and development of treatment for people with DLD. Treatments focused on the individual and demand for the development of new assessment procedures focused on core elements with functional capacity will eventually be developed. How to find out more. This paper is open access, meaning anyone can read it. Please click the link to read the full article.